Hello, I'm Gerald Bernstein, DSN, ATRE for the San Francisco Bay Area, hosted at City College of San Francisco. Over the past 7 years, our community college system has experienced a series of dramatic changes. One might even use the B bubble word related to solar photovoltaic, or more concisely, PV training. 7 or 8 years ago, only a handful of instructors offered PV-related training programs. As interest in PV installation work and training expanded, ATRE supported some of these instructors with funding to provide train-the-trainer courses for other faculty. Later, federal funds were obtained by a grant to the Chancellor's Office. This allowed us to substantially expand the breadth and depth of PV training. As recently as 5 years ago, more than 50 colleges offered some form of PV training to students and workers to prepare for the expected boom in PV installations. The boom indeed happened and is continuing. The number of new residential solar installations in the state is more than doubling every 2 years. In the early years, demand for graduates was good and courses were filled. But then enrollments fell and colleges started to close programs. We became concerned with this disconnect between continued industry growth yet falling course demand. What was needed by the colleges and how could we help? To address these questions, we organized a workshop with about 25 industry and college participants in the spring of 2015. Discussions confirmed our understanding that employers, especially larger ones like Solar City, had set up and expanded their own training programs. As they explained, for many positions, their new employees didn't need the full 17-week semester-long courses or the broad content offered by most colleges. Instead, they needed short courses focused on specific installation or sales skills. While the college courses were useful for an individual's own career advancement, from the employer perspective, short and focused were better. So using their own courses, the larger employers could provide new hires the minimum skills they needed in a few short weeks. Smaller employers at the workshop indicated continued support for the broad college courses, though these courses did cover more than they needed for their hires also. Well, in response to these observations from our workshop and other discussions, several colleges revised their existing PV courses, dividing them into smaller 6 to 8 week modules, or they developed new focused courses. An example, City College of San Francisco has divided its single PV course into separate installation and design modules. Cerritos College developed a combined PV Inverter-Electric vehicle charger maintenance course responding to one employer's needs, recognizing the similarities of the technologies that underlie these two systems. Since the only constant in our sector is change, ATRE continues to support new course development with faculty training. In January this year, we surveyed faculty in the 25 active PV programs around the state to identify what type of skills and training they could benefit from. They indicated highest interest in battery storage developments, technological and product developments, as well as regulatory changes. Faculty also indicated interest in PV financial developments and racking system improvements. Well, in response, the ATRE DSNs organized 2 parallel events to provide training to faculty in the northern and southern parts of the state by 4 industry experts. With cooperation of faculty at hosting colleges Skyline and Long Beach, we arranged for the experts to provide identical instruction at each location. Cost of stipend and fees for the experts was modest, so that we were able to provide training to over 25 faculty and industry partners from around the state at a very reasonable price. This training has assisted faculty update existing courses and develop new short courses of the type identified during the industry workshop last spring. As summary, we found statewide networks of faculty in our segments are easily managed. Indeed, the existence of our DSN network, even though there are only 4 of us, allows us to do this comfortably statewide. Faculty enjoys the camaraderie of our meetings and knowing the topics with which they're concerned are addressed on a statewide level. They aren't worried about missing out on something big that might be happening elsewhere, but in which they haven't been informed. Periodic meetings with industry partners on a collective basis creates a sense of shared mission by faculty within the sector. As DSNs, we provide information, but we also create environments for strong faculty networks, providing participants a greater engagement in developing courses targeted to student and employer needs.